Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sindhu. If you are an MSW student or social work professional, today we are exploring one of the most exciting career paths that is still not discussed enough, social entrepreneurship. By the end of this video, you will understand what social entrepreneurship is, who can become a social entrepreneur, the opportunities available after MSW, the skills you need, and how you can create both social impact and financial sustainability. So let's get started. Welcome to Learn with Dr. Sindhu. Before we define social entrepreneurship, stay with me because many people confuse it with running an NGO or a charity. In just a few seconds, you will clearly understand the difference. Many people think social entrepreneurship means doing social service without expecting anything in return. That is not true. Social entrepreneurship is a profession where you solve a social problem while building a financially sustainable career. Think of this way. A business entrepreneur asks, what product or service will people buy? A social entrepreneur asks, what social problem can I solve in a way that creates lasting impact and also generates income to sustain that solution? In simple words, social entrepreneurship is a career where your mission is social change, but your approach is entrepreneurial. You don't work only for profit and you don't work only for charity. You want to create impact with income. For example, imagine you identify that unemployed women in a village have excellent tailoring skills, but no access to markets. Instead of simply donating sewing machines, you train them, help them produce quality products, create a brand, sell those products online, and ensure they earn a regular income. The women become financially independent. Customers receive quality products. Your enterprise earned revenue to continue and expand its work, and society benefits. That is social entrepreneurship. So, as a social entrepreneur, you are not just a social worker, you are also a problem solver, a leader, an innovator, and the founder of a sustainable venture that creates both social impact and financial value. This is why social entrepreneurship is not just a passion, it is a profession where you can make a meaningful difference in people's lives while building a rewarding and financially stable career. You might be wondering, this sounds interesting, but is it really possible for someone like me? I don't have business experience, I don't have money, I don't have contacts. Let me tell you something. The first qualification is not money. It is desire to solve a real problem. You can become a social entrepreneur if you care deeply about people, enjoy solving problems, can communicate well, are willing to learn, and never give up easily. Many successful social entrepreneurs started with very limited resources. This is where your MSW degree becomes powerful. You already know community needs assessment, casework, group work, community organization, project planning, counseling, field work, documentation, government schemes, networking. These are exactly the skills needed to create social enterprises. In fact, many entrepreneurs first learn these after starting their journey. You already have them. Then don't skip the next session because I am going to share several social entrepreneurship opportunities that MSW graduates can start. You might discover one you have never even considered. Many students think social entrepreneurship means only starting an NGO. Not at all. There are many possibilities. First, NGO. You can establish an NGO addressing education, health, disability, women empowerment, child protection, or environmental issues. Next, consultancy. You can become a consultant helping NGOs preparing projects, CSR proposal, monitoring reports, and impact assessments. Skill Development Center. Train youth, women, or persons with disabilities for employment. Next, counseling centers offer family counseling, career guidance, mental health support, or rehabilitation services. The next, social enterprises sell products or services that solve social problems while generating income. Then training academy, conduct workshops or schools, colleges, companies, and NGOs. Digital education, teach through YouTube, online courses, and webinars. Then CSR consultancy, help companies implement corporate social responsibility projects. Then research organization, conduct surveys, social impact studies, and program evaluation. Now comes the question almost every student asks me, can a social entrepreneur earn a good income? The answer may surprise you. The answer is yes, but not overnight. Your income can come from multiple sources: consultancy fees, training programs, government projects, CSR partnerships, research assignments, online courses, workshops, books, digital content, membership programs, service charges. Instead of depending on one salary, you create multiple income streams. You now know what social entrepreneurship is and how it can generate income. But how do you actually begin? Let me walk you through a simple step-by-step roadmap. So, where do you begin? You don't need a big office, a huge investment, or a large team to become a social entrepreneur. You just need the right approach. So, step one, identify one social problem you are passionate about. Don't try to solve every problem in society. Focus on one issue that genuinely concerns you, whether it's a women's empowerment, mental health, education, disability, elderly care, child welfare, or rural development. Then step two, understand the problems deeply. Talk to the people, visit communities, read reports, use the skills you learned during your MSW fieldwork to understand the root cause, not just the symptoms. Step 3, think of a practical solution. Ask yourself, what service or program can I create that genuinely improves people's lives? Keep it simple, realistic, and sustainable. Step 4, start small and set your idea. You don't have to launch a large organization on day one. Begin with a small project, a workshop, and online services, a support group, a pilot program. Learn from the experience and improve as you grow. Step 5, build partnerships. Connect with NGOs, government departments, CSR teams, local businesses, volunteers, and community leaders. Social entrepreneurship grows through collaboration, not by working alone. Step 6, create a sustainable income model. Think about how your initiative will continue in the long run. Your income could come from training programs, consultancy services, grants, CSR projects, or fundraising. A sustainable income helps your social impact continue. Measure your impact and keep improving. Regularly evaluate your work. Ask how many lives I have touched. What can I do better? The best social entrepreneurs are always learning, adapting, and improving. Remember, every successful social enterprise started with one person, one idea, and one small step. Yours can too. Your MSW is more than a degree. It is the power to create change. Don't limit yourself to searching for jobs. Create opportunities, create impact, and create a career that serves both society and your future. The next successful social entrepreneur could be you. If this video changed the way you think about your MSW career, give it a like and share it with other MSW students who needs to hear this. Subscribe to Learn with Dr. Sindhu, because every week we explore career opportunities, professional skills, and practical guidance for social work and management students. Now, I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you could solve one social problem through your own social enterprise, what would it be? In the next video, we will discuss how to start an NGO after MSW and earn through your expertise. You won't want to miss it. We'll meet it another session here on Learn with Dr. Sindhu.